Alright, so I'm going to be showing how to open up and disassemble this ASUS TUF506. The exact model is TUF506IU-ES74. Alright, so we're going to use a PH1 or JS1 screwdriver and remove all the screws from the bottom. Alright, you want to keep all the screws in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. The way I do that is I put it flat side down like this on my desk in the pattern I remove them. Alright, so we got 4 back here. Got supposed to be 3 here, I believe. I think this screw for some reason is just missing. Alright, and then we got 4 more down here. If I remember correctly, I think for this model, this screw in the bottom corner might actually stay there, so we'll see. Alright, if this video helps you out, make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. If it helps you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. Alright, these are customer computers, so keep that in mind. By the time you see this video, I likely won't have the computer anymore, so yeah. Alright, so the customer was telling me this was making some fan noise, so we're going to try and see what's going on. Alright, it looks like these 2 screws are the longest, and then the 2 corner screws are a lot shorter than the rest. I think the other screws are the same, but again, it's always a good idea to keep all the screws in order. Alright, let's see, does this screw stay? And yes, it does. Okay, so this design is so that when this screw, when you undo it, it actually creates a gap here, okay? And then once you get that gap, you can get your pry tool or fingernails in there, and you can use that to help pull this up, okay? So I'm pulling with my thumbnail down and then pulling up with my other fingers. And we're just going along the edge, okay? Once I get to that, we're going to go along to the other side. We'll go along the front here and continue the same thing. Okay, it also helps to kind of like push with your thumb as you kind of like pull it like this. Alright, I hear some broken stuff rolling around in here. So, oh, even their case is like cracked here. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue popping this open. Oh, that's going to make it a little tough. There we go. Okay, so let's see if it will pop out now that we have this, or do we have to go along the back as well? Looks like we do have to go along the back as well. So, what we're going to do, again, same thing, run our fingernail along the little crevice here, and then I'm pushing my thumb here to kind of pop it back. Alright, so we're going to continue going all along. Excuse me. Alright, just like that. Alright, and all of it except for this one corner. Here's the broken little plastic that was in there. So, oops, could be some broken pieces were rolling around and causing the problem, but we'll find out. Let's go ahead and continue. There we go. This cover came off now. Alright, so here you can see the inside. It's a bit dusty there. Fan seems to spin normal. There's some dirt in there. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna clean that out and I'll be back, but I think that might be the cause. Alright, not much else in here. Let's actually go over what we see. I'm not gonna pop everything out, but there's an M.2, pretty sure it's an M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD, 1 screw. It pops up at an angle, you can pull it out. I'll at least show the RAM here. Okay, so all the RAM is basically the same. You pull the tabs to the side and it will pop up. Let me see if I can show you what model the RAM is. I don't want to pull everything out since the computer is working fine right now. Okay, so here you can see this is DDR4 2666. So you should be able to use any DDR4 or PC4 RAM 2666. Alright, this is, does it say here, 32 gig or something? So I think this is a 16 gig stick. So there's 2 16 gig sticks. So not really sure you can really upgrade higher than that, but there you go. Alright, there's this connector here. I believe this is for the power button. Okay, let me actually zoom in a bit and then kind of show you all around the board. Right here you can actually see the fans more, how dirty it is. I don't know if these are the fan part numbers, but you can take a look, and if you need them you can try and look for those. Okay, and the other fan. right? But you can see the fan is like covered with dust. You got the DC jack charge port connector here. This you kind of have to grab it and wiggle it to pull it out. And then to remove it, you do have to undo the hinge screws and lift the hinge up. You got the LCD Lvds connector here. It has a flip latch. If you mess with this, make sure that you press and hold the power button for 15 seconds after you disconnect the battery connector here. All right, very important. Okay, you got the speaker connector here, runs along, the wire goes underneath and goes to this as well. There's no screws holding this down. It's just held in here with these rubber things, so you can actually just pull it up. All right, there's another M.2 SSD slot here. I'm assuming it also supports PCIe and NVMe, but I'm not sure. You got the keyboard backlight connector, also flip latch. There's a hard drive connector here, so I think for some models where the battery is smaller, you can actually probably fit a hard drive right here. All right, and then there's a connector for that. Keyboard connectors right here, flip latch as well. You got this small connector. I believe that's for the touchpad. I'm not sure. I don't know why it's printed backwards. It's like TP, but it's backwards. I think that's what that is. Then you got this USB connector here that connects to the USB port here. All right, fan connector there, fan connector there, and I think that's all there's inside here that I'm going to go over. So yeah, all right, let me clean this up and I'll be back. All right, see you guys in a bit. All right, I'm back. So found out that this fan is actually bad. So if I try and move it, it every so often will get caught. See, it gets caught and it stops itself. So hopefully you can actually see that. Yeah, it stopped. Okay, so usually that's bad grease. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that fan out if we can and see if we can repair it. So there's 3 screws holding it in place. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we can do. Okay, got that one. Again, keep all the screws in order. Okay. And last one. Oh, if you want to be extra safe, of course you can disconnect the battery. For removing the fan, it's not really important, but if you accidentally drop something in here, it can damage the computer. So I disconnect the battery. I'm going to slowly, carefully open up the screen because now there's only 2 screws on each side. Let me zoom out so you can see. Now there's only 2 screws on each side holding it. Those 2 screws are out. So you want to be very careful opening this thing up. Okay, I'm going to press and hold the power button in here for about 15 seconds to drain any residual power. This will make it, again, a lot safer to work on. Okay, hold it for a few more seconds. All right, and then when you close it, you want to help push the hinges down. You don't want to just close the screen normally. Okay, so I'm going to use my thumbs at the hinges here, okay, just like this, and we're going to push that down. All right, there we go. All right, so next thing, let's go ahead and see if we can pop out this fan. All right, this connector, it's one of those where you kind of wiggle it just like the battery. So grab here and just kind of wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I use my fingernails, there we go. Oh, one other thing to note. Actually, I might not even have to take the screws or the fan out because the design of this fan, all the piece that I have to cut is on the top. So if I can't get it out this way, I'll try cutting this off and see what I can do. All right, anyways, I forgot to mention the battery model number here. All right, C41N1906-1. All right. Okay, and I don't know if this model number or whatever is useful as well, but there you go. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and see if we can slide this fan out. Otherwise, we are going to have to do it the other way. Okay, oh, there's some more broken stuff in here, so I guess good thing we got that out. Ew, what is that? Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and see here about getting this up. And I don't know if we can pop that out or not. Oh, no, we can't. So this is stupid. They put this plastic underneath here. So to get this up, Yeah, okay, that's going to be somewhat of a pain. Let's see, do I have to remove a bunch of screws? I'm going to take out some of the motherboard screws and see what we can do. So there's one screw under here that I'm going to take out. Okay. Alright, I actually need to use the restroom, so I'm going to have to stop this and then I'll be back. Remove that screw for the SSD. Okay, and let's go ahead and pull the SSD out. Oh, it comes out as a whole sleeve here. Okay, so we're going to grab the SSD, wiggle it, and pull it out, and there we go. Okay, there's also a wireless card under here, so we're going to pull up on the tails. And pull up on this tail. Okay, just like that. And we're going to take this screw out. Alright. Then we can go ahead and lift this up slightly. I'm going to use this piece to kind of wiggle it and pull it back. There we go. Alright, and I'll be back in a bit. See you guys soon. Alright, I'm back. So let's see if we can go ahead and get this out without having to take everything out. We'll also undo the cable here. Alright, we'll flip this latch up. And we'll pull this back. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see if we can lift this enough. I don't know if there's anything else holding it down. It doesn't seem like it. Maybe the USB board cable, but I don't need to lift it that way. So I'm gonna hold this up like that. All right, actually, let me zoom out a bit more. Okay, so I'm gonna hold this up like this. Maybe have to pull up from the heatsink. Let's see if we can somehow rotate this out or not. Okay, so we have to kind of lift this out. Okay, so we're lifting that. And then, can it go far enough? Kind of not really. It's still getting caught on something down here. Okay, there we go. So now we got this to kind of swing out. Okay, we're rotating it. And then we can go ahead and hopefully slide this out. Oh, it's still caught. Man, this stupid design. Okay, there we go. Wow, there's like some grease or something in here. So look at that. So good thing I took that out. Okay, we're going to clean that up. Alright, so I'm just going to get a piece of paper towel here. And, okay. And we're just going to clean that up. So I don't know why this is all greasy under here. That's kind of gross. But, yep. Alright, so let's go ahead and get it all nice and clean. Feels like grease that went all gunky. Okay. Alright, let me go clean this out some more outside. And yeah, alright, actually, let's get the grease off this as well. Okay. It's stuck pretty bad. Okay. I don't think cleaning that grease did anything, but we'll check just to be safe. So before we pop the fan out. Okay. Also, there's more fan model number here. So if for some reason you can't find it with the other number, maybe you can find it with this. TUF5K121142622H EP. Let's go ahead and check the fan now. And yeah, I think it's still having the same issue. Yeah, I can feel it vibrating weird. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this fan open. Basically, we're gonna cut these plastic pieces off. All right, and then we'll see if we can add grease to the propellers. Okay, so give me a bit. I'm gonna clean up the heatsink there, and then I'll be back. All right, see you guys in a bit. All right, so here we go. Okay, let's go ahead now and see if we can repair this fan. So I'm going to use a razor blade to do this. We're going to cut these raised plastic bits off. Okay, so just use the blade like this, and we're going to go ahead and slice these. And we'll slice this. Okay. Slice this. Alright, slice this. And you have to cut it at a slight angle so that it stays underneath the plastic. And then there's one more here underneath where this foam is. So that's going to be a little tough. We might have to peel up this foam before we cut that. Let's see if I can. Okay, so we're just peeling up this foam to get it out of the way. Okay, and this foam is important. It does help guide the air, so you don't want to throw that away. Okay, let's go ahead and cut this last one. It's going at an awkward angle, but all right, it worked. There we go. All right, now that we got all those plastic things cut off, we should be able to pull this off. Yep, there we go. Off. I don't know why I said it like that. I was trying to say two words at once. Okay, and there's some more grease and stuff in here. Yeah, so it looks like the customer actually told me at one point they spilled soup in it, so that might be what happened. The moisture and grease from the soup kind of just over time messed it up. But all right, so we'll clean that. Might have to use some water and rubbing alcohol to clean this better. I don't know. Most of it came off. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. Alright, so we got that cleaned up. Let's see if the fan changes at all without that piece. No, it's still getting stuck. Okay, let's see if we can pull this off. Uh-oh, these propellers are stuck on there. So we're going to have to see if we can somehow pry them out or pop them out. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we can do. Okay, and I don't know why they have this little channel here. I guess it does do a little something, so the air can go into here and then kind of go out, but I don't see the point of that. Anyways, we're gonna try and pop this out. What we're gonna do is towards the center, there's a solid ring that holds the magnets. We're gonna try and push through from there and see if we can pop the fan out. Oh, and there we go. All right, so that worked. So basically we were pushing on this outer part here. Oh, and that actually ripped a piece of my nail up, I think. Nope. Okay, so there we go. We're going to clean this piece off, and then we're going to basically redo the grease in here, and we got to clean that off as well, of course. Okay, what did I do with that piece of paper? I threw it already. Okay, let's go ahead and clean this up as well. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to try and clean this off with the toothbrush. So usually I just hold this over a trash can and just do this. But I guess so you guys can kind of see, I'll just do it like that. So I'm holding the center and I'm actually spinning it a little as I kind of turn it. Okay, so that way it brushes all around the propeller blades. Then I'm going to go the opposite direction to kind of just get the back side. Okay, let's do the same here since now we have more opening for brushing. Okay. Alright, and we'll clean this off. Alright, you can see there's now all this dust here. What we're going to do next, we're going to use the paper and just clean the shaft here. Okay. Just like that. You can see there's some grayish stuff on the paper now. Okay, let me go ahead and clean my desk off. Ooh, actually that's more dust than I thought. Okay, It didn't look like that much until I sweeped it all into a pile. All right, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna add grease into the fan. I just used motor oil. This is just whatever I was using for my car, synthetic motor oil. But you want to use a oil that's good for moving parts. You don't want to use something like cooking oil or anything like that. You can damage your the thing even worse. So you don't want to use any cooking oil, or some people are asking mineral oil and other stuff. Don't use that. You want to use something that's designed to be used for moving gears and things like that. Okay. If you don't have motor oil, because a lot of people don't change their own oil, you can actually pull the dipstick from your car, get some oil from there and put it there if you don't want to go and get some kind of oil for like gears or things like that, or bearing oil. Right, anyways, so what I do is I just get the oil. I just get the oil on a needle just like this. Okay, and we're basically just going to drop it into the shaft down there. Okay, or the hole. Okay, there we go. Now that we got the oil in there, we're going to put this on, give it a spin. If you want, you can use an air blower or whatever to spin it real quick. You can see how much better it spins, how much longer it spins. All right, it doesn't stop as quick. All right, so there you go. You can see the fan is a lot better. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to clean this off one more time, and then we're going to go ahead and add more grease. So here you can see the old gray spot. Okay, we're going to see if we can, if we clean it in a new spot, if it should be cleaner, more like just yellow. Let's see here. Okay, it's still dirty, so we're going to go ahead and add grease, spin it around, and then do it again, because we want to make sure it comes out clean. Okay, so we're going to get more oil. Okay, put that back in, spin that around. Okay, let's go ahead and clean it again. Gonna grab another spot this time. Okay, spin it around. Okay, you can actually see it's getting cleaner, so we're gonna add more grease. It's still a bit dirty. Okay, put that back in, same thing. Spin it around again. And I'm actually not even popping the fan in all the way yet, so we'll see what happens when we get to that point. All right, so we got that. Let's go ahead and clean it again. Okay, you can see, again, it's a lot cleaner now. We're gonna do probably 1 or 2 more times, and I think we should be good. Okay, so we're gonna put some grease again into there. All right, get this back in. Clean that up again. Okay. I'm going to now fold this over to a cleaner spot. Let's go ahead now and do this again. Can't see the other ones to compare, but here you can see it comes out more just oil instead of having that black stuff in it. Okay, there's still a little bit of black stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and do this one more time, I think, and then we'll put it back together. Okay. Oops, drop this back in there. Good. Okay. Let's clean this up again. Okay. And there we go. All right. So it's not really changing much now, so I think we should be good to go. Let's go ahead and put one more final drop of oil in there and close it up. Okay, there we go. Put the propellers back on. Actually, I'll do one more cleaning just to be safe. Okay. Okay. All right. All right, you can see, yeah, it's turning out about the same. Okay, so one last drop of oil. Just like that. All right. should be good to go. Set the oil away. Okay, put this back on. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and push this down to pop it down. There you go, it clicked into place. All right, we'll clean this up again. All right, you can see how much better it spins from before. We'll go ahead now and put this metal plate back on top. Let's see, am I putting it the right way? Yep. Okay. And then we're going to use some tape to hold this down. Depending how you cut it, you might not really need to do much, especially since this is going to be held down with a screw. But we'll see what we can do just to get it to hold. I think I actually worked on one of these before because this looks very familiar. Okay, I'm going to also peel up part of this adhesive here if I can. Actually, we'll do it from this side because we already did before. Okay, so we're going to peel this up. And again, we're going to get tape holding this down. All right, let me get some tape. I'm going to just try put tape close to where we cut those plastic pieces off. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this. Okay, this, and we'll cut this off. All right, so we'll cut some tape here. And what you do is we're basically just going to wrap it over the edge to hold that back down. Okay, so I'm going to put the tape here over this edge and wrap it over. Okay, and we're just going to do this all the way around. All right, so this part where the foam is, I'm going to peel that up, stick the tape over here. Okay, I'm going to use something to push it into place. All right, stick the tape down and then just wrap it over. We'll put this back on top. Okay, and just continue going around with the tape. Okay, another piece. Okay, tape that down, stick that over. All right, and 2 more pieces. We probably only need one, but all right. Take this edge down, wrap it over. All right, one more piece. Oh, this one's short. I'm going to just stick it up here. Okay. That over here and wrap that over. All right, so now this fan propeller thing should be good again. It's not coming out. Okay, let's go ahead now and put it back into the computer. Let's zoom out a bit. Okay, let's grab the computer. Okay, so we've got the computer here now. The customer will probably want to see what it looks like inside, so I'll probably show that to them. So basically, we're going to have to do the same thing as before. Lift this up slightly. Okay, you want to be careful. And we're going to swing this underneath. Let me see here. Maybe I can make it a little easier by removing another screw. I'll remove this screw here. Okay, let's see. I don't know if that will help at all. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, lift that up. And make sure you get it the right way. This plastic piece swings underneath. Okay, or I guess you can now go this way because it has this rounded edge. So you can kind of push that under. Okay, but we're still going to have to try and get this bottom piece in, right? Swing it over, just like this. Okay, come on. Oh, this is such a difficult. Okay, here we go. All right, got that into place. Oh, we do have to make sure that this wire goes underneath as well. So make sure you get all of this wire under there. Okay, I guess we'll push this cable under first, and then you can actually pull it through. Okay, pull that through. There we go. and then we can get this cable and line it up. Make sure you put this fan cable in the right way. Let's zoom in here. So you don't want the pins facing up, you want it facing down, okay? Just in case you bought a new fan. All right, then we're gonna just pinch this back together, just like that. Okay, you got these wires everywhere here. We're gonna go ahead and put the wireless card back in here. So wireless card, just like this. Okay, slightly at an angle. Then you can go ahead and push it. Make sure these speaker wires or the fan wires are out of the way. Okay, and we'll push that in. There we go. All right, and then we can go ahead now and put back the screws. So, got this one screw here. Okay, I forgot to pay attention to the cables to see which one goes where, but most likely the black one goes to the black arrow and the white one goes to the white arrow. You can actually rewind my video and make sure, but that's most likely the case. Let's pop that in. If not, it could always be changed later. It's pretty easy. Okay, get that lined up. And the way you know it's lined up is if you try and move it around, as you can see, it stays in place, right? Then you can go ahead and pop it down, right? You want to make sure it's lined up before you push it on it, or you can actually damage the computer. Okay, and then we have two screws that I removed. Let me see here. Am I mixing something up? We got, okay, so we got these three here. So, oops, sorry. Got the fan screws. I'm going to loosely fit it first. Okay. And now that's in, hold the fan in place, tighten the screw down. Okay, tighten that screw down. And tighten that screw down. Wait, did I mix something here? Let's see here. Where's the... Okay, let me go check. I think I'm not supposed to put one of the screws somewhere here. I think it might... No, it's not that one. Or did I... Oh, sorry, never mind. That's right. Okay. I put the other screw in a different spot. So let's get this screw back in. Okay, there we go. I was confusing myself. All right, and then let's go ahead and put the SSD back. Don't forget the one screw down here in this corner here. Make sure it's not going on top of that USB cable. Okay. Make sure this is still in all the way. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the SSD and put that back in. All right, so you want to hold this flap out of the way so you can see what you're doing. Get that lined up. And then you kind of just push it in while it's at an angle like this. Okay. Then you can go ahead and put that down and we'll put the screw into place. All right, now let me go show the customer, and then I'm gonna go get the cover and put that back on, and that should be it. Make sure that the fan screws are all tightened, of course. Okay. All right, and you can see how much better it spins. All right, so I'm gonna go get the bottom cover, show the customer real quick, and yeah, see you guys in a bit. All right, so I'm back. Of course, don't forget to reconnect the battery connector. And if you bought a new battery, also make sure the red wire's going that way and the black wire's going towards the RAM. Okay, make sure you get it lined up. Then you can go ahead and pinch the connector into place. All right, let's go ahead and zoom back out now and put the cover back on. All right, so there we go. We'll get the cover, put that back on, just get everything lined up. Then push it down. All right, helps to kind of look all around the edges, make sure everything's good here. Okay, and there we go. All right, then we just got to get all the screws back in. So we're going to do this one first because that one is holding up the plastic case. Okay, looks good. And then we just got to get all the rest of the screws in, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Hopefully this video helped you guys. Again, if it did, make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. And if it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to my channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. But other than that, that's pretty much it. You're welcome to stay as I put back all these screws. But yeah, not much else to it. Alright, let's get all these screws back in, and we're good to go. Oh, and that broken plastic piece, I found out it actually came from down here, so I don't really have a way to fix that back, so there's not really a point to put a screw there, because that was actually just being held in with broken plastic. So what I'll do, let me see, I don't think this screw will fit here, will it? Nope. So that's gonna need a somewhat longer screw. Okay, so that kind of screw will fit. So I'll find another screw and put that there, but the other one I have to leave off because, yeah, we don't have a screw for that. Alright, let me see if I have a matching one. That one's pretty long, so I might not have anything like that. Maybe this. Is this one good? Oops. That's the longest one, but even that's too short, I think. Well, we'll find out. If not, it doesn't matter. You don't really need all those screws. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay. Well, anyways, that's pretty much all there is to it. Get this last screw in. Alright. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. I guess we can put this here, but not actually screw it in all the way. Alright. Let's drop this. Bye. So by the way, I did remember that I forgot to reconnect that, so just in case someone was like wondering, this is actually not the power button connector, it's for the LED notification lights, or activity lights. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We're just gonna snap it back together. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next one. Bye.